Hello. 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 I'm back. I had the brilliant idea to read Hunger Games and A Sunrise on the Reaping back to back. And the reason I did this is because I wanted to compare and contrast how Suzanne Collins' writing style changes across the 10 plus years she's been writing this series. So the first time I read the Hunger Games, I was 16 years old, and now I'm 26. So I was the same age Katniss was when she went into the games, and now I'm a grown woman. So I can read this and be like, oh my gosh, because when you're a kid, seeing other kids in a dangerous situations is like, OMG, that's so cool, you know? Like, I wish I was that brave or cool, but then you become an adult and you're like, oh my gosh, these poor babies, you know, these poor little babies, you know? Like your perspective shifts, you know? I'm sure you get it. Anyway, so I just finished this one last night, and today I'm going to be reading this one. It's probably reversed actually, but it says A Sunrise on the Reaping. It's the a second a prequel, and I'm going to go right out and say it. It's probably going to be a prequel, a trilogy, because a trilogy is to make the money. So first there was A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and now we have A Sunrise on the Reaping. So I'm sure the a third a book in the prequel a trilogy is going to be about, I don't know, a maybe Finnick or Joanna or somebody, just to get to that a round number of three. But anyway, this book has already been spoiled for me by Tumblr, TikTok, fan art, but that's okay because while it spoiled it for me, I don't have all the details, and I read because I like the details. You know, you watch the movie for the spectacle, but you read for the details, right? Like I'm one of those people who always finds the book whenever I hear there's a movie adaptation coming out. Like they were like based on the book, and I'm like, hold on. Before I see the movie, I need to read the book so I can have more context, you know? Because whenever they base a movie off a movie off a book, they always leave out stuff because movies need to be like 2 hours long. But when they do that, it makes certain things confusing for the movie audience, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna read A Sunrise on the Reaping so I can have a better context for the trailer I saw and for the movie when it comes out in November. Now, I know there's a Lulu and Luella. A Luella dies and gets replaced by a Lulu. And I also know about a character named Ampert and Macy Lee and all of them, but I don't know the order in which they die. Like I know Luella dies first, that much, but I don't know the context or the emotions around it, and that's what I want to read about. Plus, some folks say that a Katniss's descriptions of things is very sparse, while Haymitch is overly overly descriptive. So I'm like, okay, cool, but yeah, I haven't started to read it yet. I plan on doing it. So, yeah. It's going to be fun. It's going to be so much fun seeing how Haymitch has been setting up a Katniss's story for 25 years, you know? Like according to the first trilogy, excuse me, I just had breakfast. Like according to the first trilogy, Katniss was the start of the second rebellion. But according to this book, the second rebellion has been 20 plus years in the making, you know? Because when you have a revolution, it takes time, you know? it doesn't happen overnight. Because according to A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, rebels have been fighting the Hunger Games since its inception. Nothing started with Katniss. It's just it finally boiled over with Katniss. So in this book, I think I remember reading somewhere that Haymitch is already in league with the rebels when he enters the arena, but they fail. Folks die. He wins. Well, he kind of wins. His family ends up getting killed. But yeah, like I don't know who he promises. Like, like either he promises his friend or his girlfriend, but he promises them that there will be no more sunrises on the reaping, as in there will come a day when there is a no more Hunger Games, and kids are no longer picked to die. So he promises his friend slash a girlfriend that yes, he'll find a way to stop the Hunger Games, and it takes him 25 years, but he manages it. Yay! But yeah, like I was thinking to myself how the revolution in the Hunger Games is like the Reign of Terror in a way. Like a lot of folks I think the Reign of Terror came out of nowhere, but no, there was a philosopher or a writer. He was talking about how folks remember the second Reign of Terror, but not the first Reign of Terror. The centuries of hunger and destitution and poverty that the people went through while the elites grew fat on their labors. Like riots and riots and revolts don't come out of nowhere. They're the visible aftermath of decades and centuries of people being mistreated. But yeah, I'm not good at putting that into words. But if you study history, you'll get what I'm saying. Like 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 it took hundreds and maybe thousands of kids dying in Hunger Games for Katniss to finally start a successful revolution. These things take time, and currently I'm living through some very interesting times myself. Like I live in the US, and if you know anything about our president and what he's done recently, like I don't want to live through interesting times anymore. Like I'm so freaking tired. I'm so freaking tired. And like I guess I'm not being affected directly, but it still has the ripple effect, because reading about it, seeing all these lives lost for what? For someone to gain power or whatever, or gain money or wealth or whatever. Like, I don't care about that stuff. Like, I just want to have a place to live, enough food to eat, and healthcare. Like expanding an empire or making an empire, that's not what I want to do. I just want to lead a safe, healthy life, and I'm not getting it. I'm not getting healthcare or good shelter or anything. I just get the fact that I know my country is killing thousands of people every day using my taxes, and I can't really do anything about it. Anyway, they got depressing. Let's just put that aside, put it in a box for later. Yeah. I wanted to talk about these two books and how I'm gonna look forward to reading them. Well, I read the first one, but reading the second one. I look forward to seeing the a Greek a tragedy that is Haymitch, you know? Like how he went from this bright kid to the sad, a drunk man we know in the trilogy, you know? But, yeah, uh, I don't really have a social media, but, I wrote some books if you want to read those. Yeah, they're in the description. Uh, like, comment, subscribe. Bye.